Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Dose. Today is Wednesday, January 11th. The stock market continued to bull higher today. The S&P 500 finished 1.28% in the green. It closed at 3969.61, so kind of closing in on the 4,000 level. And a lot of people are still shorting this market. I think a lot of people expected it to break lower out of this range, so there's still a lot of puts floating around the market, which could have something to do with the market continuing to go higher. Tomorrow is obviously a really big day with the inflation numbers coming up. And I think you could see some kind of a fake out maybe of where the number comes out and we surge into the 4,000. So we could even break through this trend line and the top of this zone intraday, come up to the 4,000 and then sell off, something like that. I think would make sense because I think that the market could interpret whatever inflation number comes out as good or bad, but they could say that, hey, the Fed is gonna pivot in their policy. They're gonna stop raising rates the way that they are right now. But the Fed has already indicated that they don't foresee a pivot coming at all in 2023. So I think that this inflation number, even if it's a quote unquote good inflation number, I think that the Fed could definitely still come in and say, hey, we're not convinced that inflation is going back to our 2% target yet, and we're going to continue to tighten. And then the market comes back down, something like that. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right there. But it does look strong, and obviously this is a really big level. It would be really significant if the market ends up closing and breaks through and comes back down. The best case for bulls here is you need to break through the trend line and the top of this zone here, get through the 4,000, close above it, come back down, test it, and then move higher. That would be a really big move. I think that the odds are is that we'll come back up and bounce off still. I think that there's a better chance that happens. Again, not financial advice. Please do your own research before coming to your own investment decision. And then Bitcoin was kind of doing the same thing. Bitcoin has continued to rise. Right now it's at like 17.5, sitting on that level. Let's see if we can pull it up actually. So Bitcoin has come up. It's almost to that level where it rejected earlier. Obviously, the 17.5 and 17.7 is a big level. We've talked about that before, but I think that the stock market and Bitcoin will probably end up taking a similar pattern here. So you can look to one or the other, whichever moves first, to kind of predict what the opposite might do. So that's what I'm looking at here. I'll cut it now, though. I appreciate everyone who watched and listened to this episode. Please subscribe on YouTube and follow wherever you listen to podcasts, and I will see you all tomorrow.